The Street Academy, a sports and culture charity organization in Ghana, has for the first time built its own health post. The project, funded by benevolent individuals and institutions, including the Embassy of Japan, the Mervyn Peak 2022 Bazaar, Zan Zero, and the Ghana Health Service, among others, is estimated at 100,000 cedis. The facility has beds, a modern pharmacy, and additional facilities. Officials of the Street Academy say the health post philosophy is inclusive care for students and the community members. The manager of the Street Academy, Mrs. Irene Atto, said the facility is badly needed and timing is right.
Getting the health post to the school and to serve the community is one of the greatest things we have done at the Street Academy, because I mean most of the kids sometimes come to school or don't come to school because they are sick or they are not sick. So rather that the health post is here, we can treat most of them here, so that will not be a hindrance for them not to come to school.
The president and founder of Zanzibar Association, Ms. Jen Lepori, said they will do more for the underprivileged children.
Every month we will provide with all the health facilities that are needed for the proper running of the health post, of course.
A member of the Center for Peace and Reconciliation, Mrs. Dinah Hobson, promised their support for the facility.
From the Center for Peace and Reconciliation, we also pledge our support. We'll make some time to help in terms of counseling for this facility.
The Kokomime Manche, Ni Tete, Ubroni, Onamonsuru appeal to government to assist traditional authorities to perform their duty.
We can get people, or at least individuals, that would want to use a widow's mite or whatever they get to support these our street children. I think it is a good venture, and I will plead with other entities who have the muscles to also assist so that we can improve the place as time goes on.
The founder of the Street Academy, Atalati, says their next major project is the construction of an AstroTurf football park for the students.
One of the happiest gentlemen in this world, and beside me, every success story comes from Zen Zero. Without their push, with all the beds, and they've not finished.
The facility is expected to treat and test for various infections and wounds, feminine hygiene, nutritional counseling, and mental and social wellness. Thank you very much for joining us. So we are sitting now, and I have no other person than the man himself, the man who has decided to devote his life to putting smiles on the faces of the underprivileged, especially children between the ages of 6 months and 12 to 13 years in Accra and Ghana as a whole. He started this thing some decades ago. I don't know whether we've reached the 4 decade or whatever, but Atalate is in the house, and we're talking about the groundbreaking health post they've gotten now. They've gotten a standard health post to help with the dream of making society better for everybody, including the underprivileged. So, Atalati, most welcome.
Thank you too.
When I met you, we were having the chat. You said you were the happiest gentleman
On earth that day.
on
Earth that day, yes.
why are you backscreening in this whole joy and excitement? What is it?
To look at where we operate, this big community over like 7,000 population without any health facilities. And rather I was telling you, somebody went into labor. Our nurse have to bring the person into our ITU room to give birth. And that even the woman was anemic. So if you have a resources to support, why can't we even go hunger and support the community?
Atalati, every day you come here, people are trying to really understand your concept. What really led you to do this, start this whole street academy thing that now has become a household name? Everywhere you go in Accra, you see the street academy. They know what really led to this one.
So it's only Africa people don't identify their talent. God has given everybody something to do. So When you start very early, the sky is your limit. By the age of 4, to have in mind, like when the taxes once began, never leave it until it's done. If the labor is great or small, do it well or not at all. By the age of 4. So I'm like a prophet. I don't have a church, but I'm more like a prophet.
So at the age of 4, you conceived this idea that let me bring change to wherever I stay. So when did you lay hands on it and say, okay, let me start this and to where you are now?
To immediately after school, my dad was a prison warder.
Okay.
So I became a prison warder. I'm the first team manager of the prison boxing team.
You are the first
Team manager of the prison
Ghana
prison service. Ask
service.
Ajuma Nelson and they will tell you, they call me team as at now. I brought them together.
So
so
you saw Azuma Nelson when he was young.
Amateur, asked him. His first
Professor Azuma Nelson.
Professor Azuma Nelson mentioned my name. We went to Kumasi, 1978. He won good this National Sports Festival. I was the team manager of the prison boxing team.
And Azuma was with you.
Yes, he was our featherweight contestant for the game.
Whoa.
Called Judas Corti, Tendo, Akuyadu, Muru Sanda, Adama Mensah, Emmanuel Kwashi, named them. They all passed through my hand.
Whoa.
Yes.
And so what led to Street Academy?
No, at the prison service, children come to prison, and my daddy was in charge of secondary, so I said, no, let me do a research and see what brings children into the prisons. If a parental get back home, parental guidance back home is not there. Parental support back home is not there. So what can I do? So I have to resign. So I started this project in 1986.
1986.
Yes, I have to resign.
Then you started with the project called the Street Academy.
Yes.
1986.
Yes, too.
And where did you get the money from?
It's God and people like you. Do I have God? I tell people I don't have money, but as long as I have God, I have money. I was telling you, I said I'm going to put an astroturf. There's a renowned artist from the US called Kel Peterson. He said, how much is the money? He's going to pay me. Yesterday, he was even about to give me the money. We have to call the designer.
He will pay for the construction of astroturf.
Yes. In front of the Street Academy. And even Jane is ready even to pay more of the astroturf than the guy.
So, since you started the Street Academy, what really will you say has been the joy that has kept you going till now? From 1986
yes, when
till
I
now.
see some of the children, like Tijani Moro went to Commonwealth Games. He was the only medalist for Ghana in boxing. He's a product of the Street Academy.
Tijani
Moro. Yes, even recently the Commonwealth Games, they went in Birmingham.
Yes.
You know Abraham Mensah?
Yes.
He won silver. He's a product of the Street Academy.
Abraham Mensah came to Street Academy.
Abraham Mensah was a footballer, but every day he's fighting. I said, no, I have a talent that I pick children. When I pick you, that's the end of you. The sky is your limit.
Abraham
Mensah
used to come and then come and eat morning
and afternoon,
and then you leave and go.
Go. That's all. It's Agbeku. You know Agbeku. Agbeku is a product of the Street Academy.
King Kong Agbeku.
Yes. There are more of them. There was a time, the national boxing team, and they named them. They were all the product of the Street Academy. I kept them in complex for 2 years.
Whoa, interesting. Now you have a health post.
I had a health post.
That you can call your own.
No, it's for the community. No, I don't own it. It's for the community. I don't own it.
So I have the founder and president. Which one do you like? You like the founder or you like the president?
Founder is fine.
Okay, I have the founder of San Zero Association.
Right.
In the house. Jane, most welcome.
Thank you.
Now, you are also excited seeing a dream becoming a reality. Walk us through when you met Atalate and the children at the Street Academy. Was it something that you said we would do for you guys, or gradually you realized that it is possible?
Of course, when we met 4 years ago, first time, we decided to work together and to do something good for the children and for the community. And year by year, we created some good projects, and we reached some step by step. We reached some goal. And now the last one is the health post for the community.
Now let's look at this health post thing. 4 years ago, you had interactions with them. If you look at the children over there, the inmates, the school children that come over, what is it that you guys have been seeing every day that made you really believe that when we invest in this health post, it will kneel to the greater good?
It's every time we come like every 2 months here in Ghana. We see something new, something good. Mr. Atalate is doing very, very well. So that's why we trust him. And so we see the children growing, and we see that education is even every day more important for him, for the community. At the beginning, the children were less. Now they are around 80, I think, in the school. And it's something that we are building up together. And this
So
is,
on our screen, I won't cut you, but was the cutting of the tape, and then everybody, the fanfare, everybody going inside. So Zenziro, I hear you guys provided the beds, and then you are still providing. Aren't you done?
yes, it's true. And the main important thing is that, yes, now we build up together, some donors will build up this health post, but the most important thing will be the maintenance of it.
Okay.
Because sometimes good things are built up or are created, but then no one is taking care of keeping them forward. So it's important that every month we are there to maintain and to provide with the medicines and to provide with the list of furniture needed or whatever. So the nurse needs to go ahead and the doctor needs to work.
Okay, what type of world do you want to create for the children at the street academy? What type of world do you want to create?
So we would like, of course, to give them a good community where to grow up, and give them the opportunity to study and to become an entrepreneur, or to have to make their dream come true. Because each of these children has, of course, for sure, some dream, and we would like to help them with Mr. Atalate to reach this dream. And maybe not everyone, but who really care of it, we would like to give them the opportunity to realize it.
Jane, you and your team, where do you get your resources from? What do you guys do that you manage to get enough? Because I believe that those who have are those who are able to give. So what do you and your team do that you get enough and then you bring? Every day you bring.
Yeah, we have we come from Switzerland, and we have our activity there. And we have a lot of people we know. So we, in our entourage, we try to collect some money, and we have donors that believe in us, that trust in us, and in what we do, and then we are able to provide with some funds for realizing these projects.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Atalati, from 1986, 2023, there is a proper health post for these children. Give us the narrative. Hitherto, before this health post really came, how were you taking care of the children when they come? They are not feeling fine here and there. How do you do it?
So we have a wooden structure. We were having a wooden structure as a head post, but it was not well recognized. So it was my dream, like, why don't we put it in a very good shape till this moving big bazaar money came? And I was telling you, a lady was in labor. They brought a lady to come and deliver in our IT room.
where you have to be studying computer. You
Computer.
turned the computer lab
It's
into
a labor room,
a labor
mechanic,
ward.
yes. So I told the staff, I'm somebody I listen to, if the children, the staff, we have this money, why can't we use this to renovate the health post to become a hospital like Kolebu? I'm saying, then they said, fine. So we started our small way. So Jane came to see it and said, we entered that to support.
Are you surprised at the nature, the speed at which this thing was done? Because from my checks, it didn't take you a year to do this.
No. We started this somewhere in March, April. The money was there, and Jane, I put pressure on. If not Jane, his co-pilot, is called Stefan. I put pressure on Stefan. Stefan, tell Jane to bring the money. Put pressure on Stefan.
Then you guys did it.
Yes, and this is where we are.
How big is the relief? Maybe somebody sitting out there really is not getting it. Okay, this is a small health post, quote unquote. Why should we celebrate it? Why should we look at it and say, okay?
To look at the community that we are, there's no any health post there. People even come there, the community, with our wooden structure, they come. We give them free medication, everything free.
Oh,
We give it to them.
but the street, where do you get money from?
I tell from God and people like Jane and Co. And the pressure is on Stephanie.
So Jane, let me come back to you. With this, when you looked at the reactions from the children, the people around, what really does it tell you that indeed this is something they were looking for? It came at the correct time, and that maybe it should have been there longer. Cool. What really struck you when you said, okay, it is ready now, everybody come?
Yeah, the children, we had the same reaction when we built up the bath for the school. So they like it. They know that it's important for them. So, but not only for the children, yes, because as Tarate said, it's for the community. And to look at these people that now is happy that if they have some headache, for example, they can come and get medicines. Then it's really important and it's a payback for us. It's a small health post, but for the community is important. It's a big project.
Jade, we all know of the challenges when it comes to funding in this part of our world, especially their world, where they stay. This health post came and you're saying everything that you do will be for free. It's costly getting medicines. And you're saying the community, more than 7,000 people can walk in there every day for free, and Zen Zero and your partners, you will always be supplying them with medicines and everything that will make that place look modern. Is that the promise you're doing?
Yeah, it is.
Have you counted the cost?
Of course we did. And there's a management of the health post because there will be a doctor, a nurse, and they have to taking care about the health post and to give the opportunity to people who really need, just it has to be, it's like an hospital, it's a small hospital, and if there's some needs, then people go there and they can have the treatment they need. But we will of course support this health post, giving someone will give us the list of medicines that they need every month, and we will provide, of course.
Great. We're checking out from the studio. A message to Ghanaians, a message to your partners, and everybody that will watch us and say, we want to come and support you. What do you tell them?
I think that sometimes, not only in Ghana, but also in other countries where we realize projects, there's the thought that only foreigners have to help, I think it's important that also in Ghana, Ghanaians knows that they can support the communities and they can help. because as everywhere, there's someone who have more and someone who has less. So if we balance this ownership, then everything and everyone will live better, you know.
Thank you very much, Jane. Atalati, we're checking out from the studio. What message do you have for Ghanaians?
Well, I want to tell the
Christmas is just around the
Yeah, I know that we are having on the 16th December. That's a dinner for the children. That I've started running it, so we are going to have dinner for the children. I know this time you are coming. This time you have to come a little bit early to join it. I want to tell the communities, like we were saying, we should help to maintain that place. In our black mentality, the culture of maintenance is lacking. Culture of maintenance is lacking. Like the MTN build the school for us, I make sure every 2 years I paint the place. Yesterday, one of their corporate director, Auntie Jane, came there. When she came, she said, Atalati, I like what you are doing. Please be coming closer to you. I said, no, now I'm above MTN. I'm somewhere, I'm with 0. I'm a little bit higher than MTN. It's their message that we live, but now more are coming. And next year by this time, I will come and tell you to come and commission our astroturf for us.
Okay.
It's going to be a team of the
So
class.
that's Atalati, that's Jane. These are two great personalities that really are helping to bring change to society. They are helping the underprivileged. I know you can also do some, like Jane said, in your small way. You can pass by, put a smile on their faces, not only about your money, but your presence alone to motivate a child who really doesn't have parental care, walking on the street, homeless. They will come there, eat in the morning, eat in the afternoon, get free education, free health, everything free for them. So join them. Let's put smiles on their faces. And whilst you do it for them, like the good book says, you are doing it for the Lord. So Jane, wish you and your team all the best. Let's see you more and more. Atalati, you and your team. We say a big thank you to you guys. And then also thank you very much for doing the watching. That's been the page. The page returns same time tomorrow. Bye for now.